Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today we will discuss about how to take a image or how to prepare a image, a Vim file. But today we will just cover first part of it, Sysprep, and capturing and applying the image. That we will take in the next session because it will be too lengthy otherwise. Okay, now why do we need an image? There are two types of image. For example, like or I can say there are two scenarios. Like for example, now I am having okay, now we are having one server SCCM where SCCM is running fine. Okay, now let's consider that I want to distribute this server to you. How can I distribute that? I have to take an image, right? How to take the image, we'll discuss that. And then let's say now we don't want the complete applications and everything, we just want the OS, the general OS, the operating system only, so that we can install that in other machines. Fine, so that we can install in other machines, because when we take an image, apart from operating system, the device drivers with respect to the machine will also get captured, right? But we don't want that device drivers. In that case, we have to prepare a general image. But in the first case, we want an image where we want all the applications, everything as it is running, right? Therefore, okay, we will discuss both. Therefore, I am having a server now at present up and running. We will check that. Yeah. Okay, now SCCM 2022, this is the server up and running where SCCM console is there. Up, fine. After Sysprep or after taking the image, it should be up. We will check that. Will it happen or not? And in the second case, I tried this with server 2008 a couple of years before and it worked fine, and still I am having that image, server Windows Server 2008 with SCCM 2015. That's working fine. I still have the image, and the size of that image is just 15 GB. It's 13 point something or 14 point something. It's less than 15 GB. The complete SCCM server, AD, DNS, DHCP, PXE, everything is there. Fine, we will try the same here also. Let's check. Now this is the general image, or we will capture a general image of this clients. Fine. Okay. Now fine. Before doing anything on the server, let's shut down all the machines and we will take a snapshot, and we will name the snapshot as before Sysprep. Fine. Okay, let's go to this. What is this? SCCM C drive. We have the console up. We will close the console clean and we will perform a clean shutdown first. The first step is to perform a clean shutdown, and then we will we will perform Sysprep. Will perform a shutdown of this machine and perform. Okay, now I just forgot to mention you, on this machine there is some client data. When we take an image, the data should not move, right? Because let's say if you want to install one operating system on multiple machines, right, then the data what is there with one user, why do you want that to distribute to all the users, right? Therefore we don't want data. We will clean the data, means Sysprep will do the cleaning of data and we will choose that option. Fine. Okay, now let's shut down this machine. Okay, there are two different options. We'll check that. Okay, let's see. Yeah, server 1 is off. Now this is the current state. It is changed when compared to my previous snapshot. Current state changed, therefore I will take a snapshot and I will name this snapshot as BEFORE, before Sysprep. Fine. Control V. Okay, now for client also we will do the same. Take a snapshot, shift home, BEFORE, before. It's not required, but to be on safer side, otherwise we have to reinstall all the machines. Again, here also we'll take a snapshot, BEFO array before SYSPRAP prep before Sysprep. Control C. Fine. Okay. Now we have here before Sysprep server, before Sysprep client, before Sysprep client 2. Now we will perform a Sysprep on these machines. Let's switch on server 1 first. Let's switch on client 1. Okay, it's running. Now let's start client 2. Oh, it's powered off. Yeah, it's starting now. This client 2, yeah, that is also starting. That's fine. Okay, all three are starting. Let's see who will come up first. We'll perform sysprep on that. Yeah, sysprep that will be present in C, Windows, System32, sysprep directory. Okay, that's the system application, or we can say the system tool provided by Windows. Fine. Let's looks like this machine client 1 will come up. Yeah, it's not up. Yeah, it's up. Fine. Yeah, client 1 is here. Fine, client 1. Now what we'll do, we will log in. Oh, it's still taking its own time to log in. Here it's taking its own time to log in. Here also. Let's wait a couple of minutes. Applying computer settings, admin, and then yeah. In client we want a general image, a normal image, which we can use on other hardware or other desktops, fine, or other laptops. Here let's say, okay, this is up now, fine. Here I will log in again. A6 by AN. Fine. Great. Fine. Okay, this is up now. Let's open here. See, no, it's not. It is taking its own time. Let's wait for some time. Okay, let's open File Explorer. It's a bit slow. The client 4 GB RAM, still it's slow. Oh no. Okay, let's cancel this. Okay, let's see if it opens or not. Yeah, it's opening now. Oh, multiple. It's a bit slow. Yeah, of course. Fine, great. Now what we want here is C, Windows, System32, Sysprep. Fine. Windows System Sysprep. Okay, now I am performing a sysprep on this machine. Fine, this is my client 1. We want a general image, therefore let's choose generalize. Fine. Now here we have two, out of box and audit mode. Audit mode, in out of box experience, what actually is, it will provide us more options to capture. In audit mode it will be less, but let's do one thing. Now I am selecting generalize. In client 1 I am selecting the first option, fine, and then shutdown. Okay, and in client 2, let's open client 2. We have client personal data in both the cases, client 1 and client 2. See, Windows, System32, and then Sysprep. Fine. Okay, now I'm performing sysprep on this client 2. Fine. Okay, client 2 I'm choosing second option, audit mode, and generalize, because we want a general image in place of client, and I'm performing a shutdown. Okay, audit mode, generalize, shutdown. Fine. Now it will take its own time. By the time it executes, let's go to server 1. Here it started. Let's go to server 1. Let's log in here and we'll perform a sysprep here, but he will not generalize here. Will D6YAN AR04. and what I used was out of box experience, which works well to capture the server image, so that no need to do anything else. Fine. Okay, let's go for this. Okay, let it go. Fine, both are taking their own time. Now I will open here. See, this is fast because here we have 16 GB RAM. See, Windows System 32, and then we have Sysprep. Open. Let's open the folder and then perform the Sysprep. Fine. Here we will choose out of box experience because as per my experience this works well. We don't want generalized, we want the exact same image. We don't want the general image, we want everything here. Therefore we will remove generalize, and I want to shut down this. Okay, now server is going down. Let's wait for server to go down. Here client 2 is going down, it's down. Client 1 is going down. Okay, fine. Now whoever is down, let's take a snapshot of that. Okay, client 2 is down. Now we will take a snapshot. What will be the name of the snapshot? It will be after Sysprep. Fine. AFTER, after Sysprep. Now what we have to actually do, or actually perform, what are our tasks? Our task is now to boot this with a bootable image, capture that image, whatever is there, and then store that Vim file and use that as per your requirement. But if I capture that and if it doesn't work, there will be a waste of time. Therefore, anyhow, I have taken a snapshot. Now what I will do, I will test this. Is this Sysprep what we have performed, is it okay? Well, fine. Let's start. We will do the same for client 1. We will take a snapshot after Sysprep. Fine. Okay. Now I have taken a snapshot of this, and now I will start this. I am testing client 1 and client 2. Let's see if they come up clean as they were. Now the same I have to do here. I have to take a snapshot after Sysprep. Fine. Now I will test the server also. Server should come up, the console should be up. If it's up, then it's fine. Let's check client 1, client 2. Okay, both are going. Still both are down. Okay, coming up. Let's wait. Here also it's coming up. Here also this is coming up. Now once we get the operating system up and running, that means the options what we selected are good, and we'll note those down and summarize. Well, we end this session. Let's wait. Getting ready. Oh, it will take its own time. Okay, I think it will take time. Therefore, let's shorten the video by pausing now. Just a couple of minutes. I will back. Just a minute. Desktop D. Then. Hi team. Let's welcome back. I'm back now. Okay, now let's see if the machines are up. Yeah, first we will check the server. Yeah, SCCM server. Yeah, SCCM server is up and it is asking for the region settings. I'm afraid that our settings are gone. United States, fine. English region and US keyboard. That's fine. Accept. What is the password we require? I'm setting the password again. Next, finish. Okay, now it's coming up. Fine, it's up now. Now let's check. User, it is asking the user. Just now we set a password. Yeah, it's logging in. Let's wait. By the time, let's check for client 1. Oh, we selected the first option, that was OOB, right? OOB, out of box experience with generalize. It is asking for the same. Users United States. Fine. What we did in this server. Fine. Let's see if we have the user data and all the things. Keyboard US. Okay, fine. Second keyboard we don't want. It is asking. Fine. Now our server is up. Fine. Let's check if our console is up or not. Fine. Let's check if it is installed at least. Did it wipe the application? What we wanted? No, I think. Let's check. Configuration manager. I can't see that here. Configuration manager. It should not. This is the new version. System configuration. Yeah, we have the console. Let's see if primary site what we installed, it's still there or not. And then okay, now we will be back at site 1. Okay, I don't have internet. Fine. Okay, continue with limited setup. Is going to ask who is using. Admin will use bar. Okay, different name. Fine. Different name. Okay, please type this. Admin. Fine, cancel. Okay, now normally doesn't ask. Fine. Okay, let's move to client 1. Here when we, the second option audit, it didn't do. 1 minute. The second option audit, which we selected for client 2, we didn't delete the user settings or the region settings, right? But here the first option, it deleted all, right? Let's do one thing. Let's switch it off and then start from there again. Okay, now we have everything here with the out of box experience. No, not out of box experience. It was the client 2 was with the second option. Second option was audit. We have everything here with audit and generalize. We will have everything. Fine. With audit and generalize, we will have everything here. Fine. We for client 2, let's make a notepad. It didn't wipe, it didn't clean the machine. Therefore, audit plus generalize. It will not. It will didn't clean the machine. Will not clean the machine. Machine. Now let's check machine 1. Okay, machine 1, something went wrong. Current after Sysprep, we will revert to after Sysprep, restore after Sysprep. Now we will have the same after Sysprep. Now we will start client 1. By the time, let's check client 1 is up. Okay, now we tested audit plus generalize will not clean the machine. We tested on client 2. Tested on client 2 machine. CHIN machine. And then out of box experience with the generalize. let's check. We generalize, will clean or will not clean. We'll check this. Will. Okay, now it is taking its own time. Let it come. Now let's check for the server. Wow, the console is up. It's good, right? Now let's check the machines or the assets. Are they still there? Device collections, it should be there because as per the server data, yeah, we have 10 machines. Yeah, all are up. Fine. Okay, we have all the machines. That means the complete server, we have taken the image. Where the image is, right? The question is, yeah, we did a Sysprep and there is an image, but where the image is, right? $1 billion question. Now let's finish this client data. Client. Now we want, okay, now a running server, not clean. A running server image, and then how we captured that running server image. We captured that with out of box experience only, and then shut down. It worked fine. Out of box experience, we shut down, it worked fine. Not clean the machine. Not clean the machine. Not clean or clean the machine. Clean the machine didn't work. Didn't work, right? Work. Let's check. Tested on clean the machine didn't work. Tested on client 2. What was the options that we selected? The options selected were in client 2 audit plus generalize, and then shut down. They didn't work, right? This didn't work. Now audit plus generalize. Okay, here we have, right, audit plus generalize will not clean the machine. Tested on client 2. Now OB plus generalize, will it work? Let's wait for this to come up. Okay, by that time, okay, now we have the machine, right? Now we have the server. Where is the server? Fine. Okay, now we will shut down the server. We have the image, but where the image is, that's the question. Let's power the machine. Power off the machine. Server, fine. Power off the machine. Shut down. Shut down. We know we did this Sysprep. Now where the image is? I'm shutting down the machine. Machine means this is Sysprep, right? Okay. Here it is coming up the client 1. Shall we finish client 1 and then go to capture, or how? Okay, now the server is still running bar. Let's wait. Client 1, that's also running. Client 2, okay, server is down, I think. Okay, server is powered off. Now what we have to do, we have to go to the same restore point after Sysprep, when the server was shut down after Sysprep. This is useless for us now as present. Therefore after Sysprep, restore, fine. Okay, after Sysprep the image is here now. Now what we have to do, we have to boot this with the bootable image first. Fine. Storage, bootable image, where the bootable, okay, in this C drive we have the image now, the Vim image, we can say, not the Vim image, we will create the Vim image. Now we want the bootable drive, right? Okay, this will work, I think. Okay, good. Now what we have to make this highest priority. 0 will not work. Okay, boot is having the 0 highest priority. Fine. Now this will boot. That's fine. Now this is the bootable image. That's fine. And here we have the image. But how will you capture this and where do you will store? To store that, we have to create one extra hard disk. let's create a hard disk. Remove, no, we want to create now. Let's go to controller, add hard disk. Now add hard disk, create, we'll create the hard disk. What may be the size of the hard disk? That's the $1 billion question now, right? And the main question is here with respect to the space. I don't have any space left on C drive. I don't have any space left on D drive also, right? Therefore what I will do, I will test the capture image on a small machine, right? Here the hard disk is of size 68 GB. I don't have that space. Okay, now we will go for client 1, client 2. Okay, this is okay. Client 1 is up now. Okay, United States, that's fine. Client up here. What we selected, the options on client 1, it was out of box experience with generalize. Okay, generalize, it is wiping the data with respect to the region, keyboard and all. Out of box experience. Out of box experience, continue with limited setup. Out of box experience, out of box experience. Now let's see. Okay, now to skip multiple options, admin, next, admin space, next, type your name, admin. I think you have to provide a password here. Okay, let's provide a password. Let's see. We just have to check if the user data still exists or not, right? What's pet name? Okay, print username. Why it's happening? It's taking its own time. Okay, let's type a different name, Adi. Hope it works this time. We are just killing the time. No need to try all these. We are just checking if it works fine. The options what we selected for Sysprep. Okay, now it's working fine. Now we are just checking if we have the data, user data, right? Because we want a clean machine. Okay. Because when with audit and generalize, it will not clean the machine. This is well tested on client 2. On client 1 we are testing out of box experience with generalize. Fine. Now for server I can't take the image. Now I have to do that on client 1 now. Let's check. Okay, I will do one thing. I will try to free some space, but here the target of the session is to check this Sysprep and its options. let's wait for a couple of minutes. This will finish now. Now what we have client 2 running. This is after Sysprep. Now what we can do, we can revert here also. Restore, it's not happening. Okay, after Sysprep, restore. Oh, this is running, that's the reason. Okay, we can't revert. Okay, now we'll do one thing, we'll shut down this and wait. Now here, okay, now this client 1 is up, fine. Okay, now we don't have the user data here, the machine is clean, fine. Okay, now let's check what is the seed drive. Okay, it is this 29 GB, free space 39. Okay, around 20 GB of data is there with respect to operating system data and all the data, fine. We have a recovery disk also of 491 MB. This will have the operating system recovery files. Okay, fine. Now we will do one thing, we'll shut down this. Fine, shut down. Now what we have to note it here, it will clean the machine. It will clean the machine. It will clean the machine. Tested on Control C. It is well tested on client 1. Okay, now client 1 machine. Okay, fine. Now we have to capture the image. Let's see. Let's check. Client 1, right? Client 1 was good. Well tested on client 1. Will clean the machine. OB with generalize. Fine. Now client 1, let's go to client 1. Let's do one thing, settings, and settings, storage. Here we have to decrease the priority, whatever. Okay, whatever is there, this is fine, this is fine. Now we'll add a floppy disk or disk. This is the 0 port. Okay, now we have bootable ISO, fine, but where will we store the image? Therefore, for storing the Vim file, we need additional hard disk. We will create one additional hard disk. Store. No, we have to add, right? First we have to create a new hard disk, not of 50 GB. Let it, okay, because it's dynamically allocated, right? Okay, not best. Search by name, client 1 underscore 1.vda. Oh no, what to do? Okay, client 1 underscore 1.vb. Fine, client 1 underscore 1.vb. This is the hard disk, fine. Or let's do one thing, remove this attachment. Now what we'll do, add new storage. We'll add a hard disk, create. Okay, now here we can change the name, right? We will store USB disk. We will make it as USB disk. That means we'll consider this as a USB disk. Fine, 50 GB. Okay, now we will attach. Choose now USB disk. Now we will copy the Vim file, whatever we have in USB disk. Fine. Now we performed a Sysprep. Fine. Okay. Now let's check how it will boot. System boot order is floppy, optical, fine. And then storage, boot. This is priority 0. Fine. Now let's start this. Now it will boot. Now what we have to do, once it get booted, we have to move to capture F8. Okay, this is the bootable media where we have command prompt enabled and F8, or we can use a recovery disk, no issues. F8. Yeah, okay. Okay, now F8, yeah, F8 worked. Now what I have to do, I have to perform a disk part. Fine, disk part, it will give us the disk details. Fine, now disk part, computer main, it's taking its own time. Yeah, disk part is there. List disk, we have two disks, disk 0 of 550 GB and 50 GB is free. Disk 1 is of 50 GB where 0 bytes is free. Fine, now we will list volume. What is the name of these volumes? Configuration 502 healthy 60 MB 350 50. We are interested in drive D and drive E. Fine, now size is 49 GB in drive D, sorry, not in drive E. We want one more additional disk. Free box, system restore, Windows, UDF. What is the disk name we provided? We have two disks, disk 0, disk 1. Okay, now we have disk 0 only here. We don't have disk 1 because disk 1 is the new disk, right? Fine, now what we have to do, we have to prepare the disk. Let's do one thing, we will perform the tasks in the next session. We'll end up it here because it will take huge time, but this is how we have to boot into the machine, not into the machine, using a bootable disk, and then we have to add one additional disk from the machine disk where we have the Sysprep C drive. We have to capture that image